Today I'd like to tell you about a new way of doing mastering that I developed. I call it guided mastering or mentoring. And this seems to work for a lot of artists I work with. So before I tell you about this, let's talk about the standard ways of doing mastering. So we have stereo mastering, which is just taking one file. After you've mixed it, you export it, and then you can send it off to mastering. It's a little bit limited, but there's a lot you can do in this way. Then there is stem mastering. In stem mastering, you export groups. So you would export the drums in one stereo file, you'd export the vocals in one stereo file, the bass, usually around 5 to 6 files or stems, and then you can send it over, and this gives me a lot more flexibility, so I can work on the balance, I can compress or EQ individual elements. But there is also another way of doing mastering, and in this way, you can actually do the mix yourself. You send me the mix, and then you get a detailed feedback from me saying exactly what needs to be done. And this is not just general feedback that is just, your track needs more energy, this needs to be louder. I'm really telling you, put the vocals up by 2 dB, add a compressor on the vocal, use this ratio, go to the kick drum, add an EQ, add 2 dB at 100 Hertz, etc., etc. And this seems to work for a lot of people because after the settings have been applied, I have a listen again, and then I send you another list. So it's like this is done in rounds, and every round the list of things that needs to be done gets shorter because the track gets better. And usually after 3, maximum 4 rounds, your track is ready. And this gives you the advantage of having all the settings of the master in your session. You learn more about the process, and also if you want to change something later, like you want to replace the vocals, you want to replace a drum sample or something like that, you don't need to send it again for mastering because all the settings are in your DAW. You have the master settings. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, get in touch and I'll tell you more.